Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. MashaAllah, today is our first day of our gathering with all the brothers who have arrived for the deployment that takes place tomorrow. Inshallah, here we have a lot of brothers who have come from all over the UK, from Birmingham, from Bradford, from London, Coventry, MashaAllah. We've all gathered today. The last of the batch just arrived. So we're discussing, having a briefing today of all the program that's going to be taking place in the morning. We have 4 distributions in the morning, inshallah. So let's see how it's going and taking place.
Help the beneficiaries. One important thing, a reminder for myself and every one of you is to renew our intentions that we're here to do this for the sake of Allah and to assist the beneficiaries. So before we go any further, let's renew our intentions. Pray Allah accepts our deeds and adds to our deeds on the day that nothing else matters, inshallah.
So you'll judge, inshallah, if your intention is pure, the reward is immense as well, inshallah. It's a month of Ramadan, and these blessings, Allah counts these blessings, and Allah rewards the believer himself. It takes it upon himself to reward the believer. So inshallah, this is it's a golden opportunity for all of us to excel in whatever goodness that we can do, inshallah. SubhanAllah, just had a video come through with one of the deployments that we will be visiting tomorrow. A fire has broken out, and from amongst the parcels that we'll be delivering, 40 of the houses have caught fire. So inshallah, we're hoping, bi'Iznillah, with Allah's help and grace, that we're going to be able to deliver not only the food packs for them, but also inshallah we'll try to rehome these people who have lost their homes in the fire.
Okay guys, so alhamdulillah, we've just finished our team briefing of what's going to happen over the next few days, and what we didn't realize is how cold and what the weather's going to be like. So as you can see, I'm dressed for the occasion, alhamdulillah. The brother over here decided to come in his t-shirt, not knowing what the weather's going to be like. It's been absolutely hammering with rain all day since we've got here today, and it's just stopped. But I tell you what, the forecast for the week is going to be rain, but that's not going to stop us, inshallah.
Yeah, so alhamdulillah, Jigsaw have obviously briefed us with a lot of information with regards to deployment. Unfortunately, they didn't have me to give him the jacket. But regardless, as Dar said, inshallah, we're going to be heading out tomorrow and delivering all your amana.
Okay, alhamdulillah, just waiting for one more brother to come down, and then inshallah we'll be rolling onto our first deployment.
So we're now just on the way to Arsal for the first distributions. As you can see, it's about a 2.5-hour journey. And just what we do is we have one team, which is like an advanced team, which gets there ahead of the rest of the team, just to make sure that everything is ready, so when the team arrive, there's no messing about, and also so the beneficiaries don't have to wait any longer than needed. The rental car company have switched the car off. They've noticed on the tracker that we're going into Arsal, so obviously they're worried that the car might get stolen. Arsal is on the border of Syria. It's a high-risk area, so obviously they're worried that the car might get stolen and shipped into Syria, and they've just switched their car off. So it's not something that we're used to dealing with every day, but we've spoken to the rental company and we've told them why we're going, where we're going, and we can carry on and get to their distribution point. But it's just another problem that we face in deployments, and we just get on and we just deal with it. So we've arrived to Arsal. This was the first camp that we had the distribution planned for. For this camp, we had a distribution planned for 750 families in this area. But as we've mentioned previously, anything can change on deployments. This is actually the camp where the fire took place, where we had the distribution scheduled. So obviously, the camp's not in a position where we can now distribute. What we're going to have to do is see what we can do for these families, because obviously their priority is to help them rebuild the tent so they have somewhere to sleep tonight.
Blankets 130, all of them, and mattresses times 5 mattresses is 75.
Damage and 7 that are less than. Okay, so if you're happy with it, we'll cover the 22 that are fully destroyed, and hopefully within the next few days, they'll be all of this will be cleaned up and rebuilt for them, inshallah. Boys, happy with that, yeah? Yeah.
So what we've done is already our partners, they've been, as you can see in the background, they've just been getting the prices on the tents, on the kitchen utensils, blankets, mattresses. So we're just going to try and get all the equipment as quick as we can and hopefully try and get the work started today. You know, the one good thing about Jigsaw is that it's not always about fundraising. You know, yeah, we could use this as an opportunity to show you these burnt tents, saying, look, we need funding, we need to rebuild them. But the reality is you've already helped us with fundraising. We have the money already. So that money that you've already given to us, we'll utilize that here as and when needed. Because as you can see around us, there's a lot of organizations here, there's a lot of different NGOs here. So what we're going to try and do is get some coordination with them, because if they're already paying for one thing, why should we then use your funds to pay for the same thing again?
Ramadan, 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 ya Habib, Ramadan.
So we've just arrived to the first distribution point. Let's go inside and see what the team are up to.
Volunteers, يلا تفضل. شباب هناك تفضل. Day one, distribution one. We're here delivering 1,500 parcels today in Arsal in Bekaa, Lebanon. We're here just getting started, inshallah. Here we're delivering a food parcel, 10 kilos of rice, 5 kilos of potatoes, as well as 2 loaves of bread to every beneficiary family. Inshallah, it's gone a long way to helping them have a nutritious iftar and suhoor, inshallah, for a minimum 2 weeks.
رمضان ده حياتي شمعة لمماتي يا رب دعاتي تقبلها عطول رمضان ده رحمة من ربنا نعمة بيحل حياتنا.
So it looks like the guys here have got it under control. Let's go to the next camp and see what the other team are doing. We've just shown you what the Jigsaw veterans are doing. Let's see what the Jigsaw youth are up to. It looks like they've smashed it. How's it getting on?
Good, you know, alhamdulillah. We've just done 350, the boys have just been on it. 350 food parcels.
So what we need to see is if the veterans finish first or the youth.
We're done.
We're done.
We're done. Well, how is it?
Hamza is good. Hamza is good, went very well. Yeah, it's very good.
Smooth, everything went smooth.
The boys, let's go, get in the cars and on to the next camp, inshallah.
رمضان ده رحمة من ربنا نعمة بيحل حياتنا.
The camp where the fire took place is behind us, and this is another camp. So what we're doing is, rather than going into the camp, we've managed to find a focal point where we're going to do our distribution from, inshallah. This is the focal point. All the beneficiaries are there, all waiting for their food, alhamdulillah, for their food parcels. So what we're doing here, obviously, the older people, alhamdulillah, especially the females, it becomes very difficult for them to carry. So organising it, trying to get volunteers to stand here ready for them to take, inshallah. So, yeah. Hold it there, come on. Here. Faddal. Lads, give her potatoes, man. Come on, Bismillah. Ramadan Kareem, Bismillah. Guys, keep smiling. Assalamu alaikum. Bismillah. Yeah, Bismillah. Ramadan Kareem. Bismillah. Barakallah fi.
يا رب صلاتي تقبلها عطول ما أحلى حجاب.
Right, are you helping this old guy? Bismillah. You know what? We need to open these up, man. 350 parcels. We're literally more than halfway through. The boys are rotating. When the teams are split yesterday, we were told it's a competition between the young guns and the OAPs. Oh, somebody would call them the veterans. But alhamdulillah, we've already done 350. We're going to do another 350 here. And if we finish before the boys, we're going to get to a fifth camp and hit the other 250 as well, inshallah.
بالحب تلقاك البدور.
Here now with the first team, we've just finished with the second team. And I'm getting the feeling there's a bit of a competition going on between the youth and the elders in Jigsaw. So back with the elders, let's see how they're getting on. Well, guys, we've just visited the other team twice. We've been with you guys. Competition's in full flow, but we see the youth have the energy, but I think the boys over here have the experience.
The youth want to compete against the middle-aged folk in competing and giving out the food packs. Alhamdulillah, I'll happily go to the next distribution, inshallah, if it means that we're last. But I'll tell you for sure that with age comes wisdom, alhamdulillah. So we're wise enough to distribute these. We'll be wise enough to distribute the second lot as well, inshallah. It's a fantastic feeling when you see the people smile when giving out the distribution to them.
So FT, I've seen that You are using an Arabic word?
Yeah, so we're trying to be friendly with the locals, trying to make them feel like we're local as well, here to help and here to assist them wherever we can, guiding them in receiving their Ramadan food parcel for today.
The kids are loving the sweets, alhamdulillah.
The old men are very impatient, so the guys are saying, these not coming yet, had their rest because they're old and needy, alhamdulillah, and now they've come and they're like,
but the young blood,
taking over,
the young blood can't even control the crowd.
Listen, they're taking over everything.
So we're going to let the boys carry on fighting it out to see who delivered the most parcels, and we're going to go and see the iftar setup, see how they're getting on for the community iftar.
أحلى القوافي والنشيد في مقدم الشهر.
Alhamdulillah, mashallah, we've completed our distribution for today in Arsal. And just to finish off, we've gathered a lot of the communities from around the tents just to, inshallah, open their fast with us so that, inshallah, they can feel a community iftar, inshallah.
So that brings day one to an end. As you can see, it's been a hectic day. We had some unexpected incidents like the fire that we showed you. Alhamdulillah, we got everything done, the food distributions, the hot meals, and also we visited the families in the tent to see how we could rehabilitate them. And as we've mentioned, we've agreed to rehabilitate 20 of the tents, which is the majority of the camp. So join us tomorrow and let's see what tomorrow brings.